Hi, sorry guys. I've just had to go back in, so my apologies for that because something happened here and it's the beauty of doing it during the day, I think. I'll just go out of here. I'm not sure, can someone do a hands up or thumbs up, sorry, if I'm just getting my computer back online again. So I'm sorry guys, I had to sign in again for those people who were wondering, just sort of checking to make sure that everything's okay again. So apologies for that. Are you there? Can someone please do a thumbs up if they are? If anyone is just tuning in, can I just get you to put... Oh, okay, you're back. Thank you, darling. Sorry about that. Looks like my internet. All the kids are home from school now, so they're on the computer playing games, I suppose. So my apologies for that, people. I looked up and then I saw that it was all frozen. And my phone had froze. All right, so I'm just doing some spot stamping with the plum. You're the only one that's come back to me, Karen. All right, so I've done some... I'm back, but I'll say, yes, okay, yes, I think the internet's a bit touchy here of an afternoon. So, yes, see you later, Susan. Thanks for popping in, darling. Okay, yes, so that's the stamping that I've done. It's actually getting quite busy there now, so that's okay. Now, what else have I got here? We'll do some splattering, hey? So we'll do that. And I've got here the eggplant, so I've got a little bit of eggplant on the side there. I'll just put a little bit more and grab some water and a brush. Okay. Actually, I've got the gloss sprays. That probably would be good too. So you can see here, I'm just doing some splattering. Thank you, Karen. Yes, Karen says she loves the stamping. I do too. It looks busy, but I think it's great. You know, so if I can also put some white splatters on here as well, that'll help to sort of soften the look again. When I do splatters, sometimes I do them willy-nilly, but quite often I don't. I actually follow, you know, a line of thought. So, you know, I'm starting up in the corner here, so then I'll work my way down to the bottom because I'll probably have a focus here somewhere. So I want to join those all up together so that they all... I've just got my splattering off the side here. Whoa, that was a bit thick, but anyway, that's all right. So then we'll take it down to the edge because we want... Doesn't mean I won't do some over on the other edges here, but bring some up here. So I try to have a little bit of a theme going with it. So there's a big area here, so I'll splatters down to that area there. Bring in some more at the corner. Looking a bit sad up there, so if it's a bit sad there. But then I just add a few. Gosh. Okay. Anyway, I'll keep going. I'm not quite sure how the video is going to go. But I will keep going regardless of what happens with you guys there. I will keep going and it'll be saved. So I understand if you tune out. Lots of splatters there. I'm going to just quickly dry that off and then I'll bring in a greeny colour. Thank you, Shell. Shell says she's liking the colour palette. It is a little bit unusual, you know, I tend to go with the blues and greens or what have you. But, you know, I was channeling my State of Origin maroon tonight, so that's why I thought I'd stick with the pinky colours. Okay, now, I've just remembered, if you've got the gloss sprays from Dina Wakley, they make good splatter material as well. It's good splatter paint. And usually I just take the lid off. And so I'm going to just put a little bit because for those that's just tuned in, I've actually got two images, so I don't know if I'll put one or two on, but I'll bring them out. So that's what I was going to put on. But there's a little bit of green in that. So this is a brighter green. This is evergreen. But I've also got a bit of sage, which I'm going to put on as well. But, you know, with both of these, there's greenery on there. So I thought, well, if I use them, that green, it just helps to make it pop a little bit. Yellow would be another. Yellow is always a good pop colour. If you feel like something's lacking. The reason I like green here is because red and green are opposite on the oh, sorry, what was that? Sorry, I was just reading Karen's message that Nat doesn't have the Funky Fossil. I'm sure if she can get it, she could order it in for you. So just email Nat at hello@nataliemayscrapbooking.com.au and she will check that out for you, okay? And if she can get it, she will. Because I'm sure there'll be there's new Funky Fossil coming out soon. Now this is the sage, but I honestly don't use these anywhere near as much as what I should. Mostly because they clog up, but always remember they're good for splattering, if nothing else. So it seems like an expensive splattering product. Anyway, so a bit of sage and a bit of evergreen on there. Normally I'd probably throw in a bit of yellow too, but let's hold off on all of that. I'm just going to quickly dry this first. The reason I like using the gloss sprays as a splatter is because when it dries, it's glossy. So the splatters, even though they're light, they add another impact to the page. Okay, now this is where I haven't sort of thought much more past when I was trying to work out what to do, I thought, okay. So I stamped the image, I stamped the stamp onto some card using the U-Rock embossing powders, the pink one. Now, the last time I looked, Nat still had this, but I'm not sure. I must admit I didn't look today. I didn't check. But any of these textured embossing powders are fantastic. The pink I felt matched nicely. It's got lots of other really chunky bits in there as well. So it's got that grainy sort of look about it. But what I'm going to do is actually add a little bit of colour to that background. Oh, whoops, just put that there. Grab a bit of paper towel. And I'm going to I'll use this one here. So I'm going to use, because the paper itself, although it doesn't look like it now, it had a lot of purple in the background before. So I thought I'm going to use some purple to go onto here. Polite People Purple from the Northern Lights range of Lindy's. Absolutely gorgeous, this range of colours. The Emerald Air is a colour I use all the time, and the Canadian Bacon Blue blush. So this whole range is really quite magical. Right, I don't need a lot. Okay. So it's quite a striking purple. Bit of water. I'm putting a lot of water in because I don't want it to be too overpowering here. So, just grabbing brushes that I've got here, guys. Stir it up first. So we have to stir that up. It's got orange, gold in it, a bit of purple. It's quite a nice colour. Wipe that off, and I am just going to sprinkle paint over the top of it. Bring it up. Oh, probably should have just sprayed the paper beforehand so it can run a little bit. I like the Magicals because it has other colours in as well, so you get a nice, quite a good effect. Now, whilst this might not look so enticing now, but when it dries, it'll look different, better. But I'm also going to go around the outline of all of the letters. Okay, so I will highlight so that it does stand out a little bit. So I'll just keep moving that around a bit. I had a couple of colours that I could have used here, but I chose to use the Magicals because the Magicals always have some other little, little bits and pieces. It has the sparkle in it as well, whereas some of the others don't. So I'll just leave that to the side for the moment, and because I don't want to dry that off just yet, so I'll put that aside. I can use that later. Where are we? Here we go. All right, so I'm really not going to do too much more to this page, but I just want to sort of work out what I'm going to do here. So I may end up using, because I've got that piece, I don't know, I might have that sort of sitting in there. I'm not real sure about that, but I've got these two girls. I will go around the outside of them to really make them stand out. I'll put some binding behind, foam tape behind it so that they stand out as well. And what I don't like is see how they're just sitting there. So I can't have them just sitting up in willy-nilly. So that's where I'll get my paper again and go back to our paper. No. Oh, I could use that because I've got the green. I'll take that out just in case, and I'll take that out just in case. I'll have a think on the run with this one. So I'm just trying to decide, because if I do use the two, because what I was wanting, say, is to have the girls have a bit going across the bottom. All right, I'll do that. Not yet. Okay. So what I'm going to do is fold that over a bit. Not too much. Just fold it. It just helps me to tear. And I don't want the green, so I've done it the wrong way after all that. Okay. Oh dear, messed that up. Okay, so that's kind of going to be like that. Why won't it ever rip in a straight line when you want it to? So something like that. Maybe even take it right down so I can cut that off. So the idea is that she would be sitting behind that, okay? And then we've got this one too. I might take it from that end. Right. Now this one I will tear because it's going to be sitting up a bit. So that'll be sort of in behind there like that. What I am going to do with them is grab my plum stamp pad, and I'm just going to distress the edges so that this can look like it's part of the deal. Oops, I'm messing that up a little bit more there. I might have to do that after as well. So again, I'll just run around the edges. Okay, just leave that for the moment. Alright, so what I might do is just put that aside for the minute. Come here with just doing a little bit of tapping there, and just see if I've got, what have I got here? Eggplant. Got the eggplant as well, so I shall use some eggplant on it also, just so it helps to tie that all in. That'll do nicely. Oops. Just put that on there. Wipe that off. Get that in the bin. Alright, I'm bringing this back now because it's kind of dryish. It's kind of soaked in. Oh, you can't see that, can you? It's kind of soaked in, so I'm just wiping off the excess. I'm going to dry that off now. Oh, God. Bits flying everywhere here. Put those aside there. The reason I wanted to dry that off is because I wanted to put a few little eggplanty not too much there. Wipe that off again. All right, so I'm kind of happy with that now. So that's looking a little bit more exciting. I mean, obviously I'm going to trim that off. Now, this one here, I might, so that's going behind that girl there. Okay, so I'll put that down move her over there like that. All right. It's like these girls are going off to their formals or something. And then, I want that to come off the page. So maybe I'll be doing something, something like that. Okay. All right, so this girl here I will stick right down. This girl here I might have her standing, coming off the page a bit. So I'll grab some of my trusty glue. Hopefully it hasn't. No. There we go. Bit of glue. Try and get some around on the edges there. Put that one there, make sure it's not near the crease. Just make sure she's a little bit stuck down. This is her little cover. Go around the edges of that as well. These images, the girl images, I just got off the internet, off Pinterest. So this along here, I'm just going to put that along there for the moment. Going to stick that there. Hopefully that's so I'm going to cut that bottom bit off, and then I'll re-distress that in a moment. Okay, so because I want to actually put her on foam tape. So have I still got you, or have you lost interest? Or has everyone gone off to watch Bold and the Beautiful? I don't know. Do I put too much foam tape on? I don't know. I don't know what the etiquette is. But I know I do a lot. Right, let's go. Take that off. Now, for some of you might prefer to do the outlining, the highlighting around the actual, the photos and that. You might prefer to do that before you stick on. I guess normally I would too, but, oh gosh, but, you know, for time, I can do that off camera and you can, you know, you'll see the picture in the end. And, but it is easier to do it before you stick it down, but I often do it after because I forget. So I just want to make sure that that's just tucked down a little bit. Okay. Oh, something before I stick that down. Something I thought of. Finally found some of this stuff. So I've opened up this stuff here. It's this woolly sort of stuff here. And it's just great. It just makes, I don't know, just wrap it round. And I was going to put, so it's wood wool is what they call it. So what I'm going to do is I will grab some glue, because I was just going to pop that there. Hopefully that will stick down a little bit, and the fact that she's going to be, you can trim it off a little bit, but I just wanted to put something there. Probably could have done a bit more, a bit better, but just from the cheap shops, I don't know, I think I paid like $3 for it. But it just adds that little bit of extra oomph instead of using cheesecloth all the time. And though you probably can't notice it there, you can sort of see it. Let me bring it up to camera. So can you sort of see that I've stuck a little bit of, it just adds a little bit of interest. It's probably a little bit hurried, but that's okay. Beautiful, beautiful on your pages. Just want to add a little bit of depth between the two girls there. And what I'm going to do now is I'll put a bit of glue here. Oh, you can't see it. I'm just doing on these edges here just to make sure. Whoops. Oh, gosh. I'm done. Just hold that down till it catches a little bit. Should be some along there too. Okay. That's that. Now, I'm going to do same thing on here. Now, if I rip that, yeah. So I'm just going to rip across, hopefully not take too much of the stamp off. Doesn't matter if I do. Rip across here. If you hold it up to the light, you can sort of see where the stamp is. Take a bit off the side here. So I'm just ripping off all the edges because Just want that grungy sort of look. Okay, awesome. Like that. I'll grab my ink pad again and just give that little bit of a tweak there. Bit of distressing. Actually, I'm surprised at the amount of ink on here, considering I've had this thing for years and hardly used it, but it looks okay. And why not? Where's my wood? Grab some more of this wood stuff. This will be me. I'll be putting this on everything now. Scratch it round. Okay. Okay, I'm just trying to get it together a little bit. You can always cut off the edges that you don't want. So again, where am I going to put that? I'll put that there because I'll probably end up putting some words or something. So I'm just putting a bit of glue down there to try and hold that a tiddly bit. And then I can stretch it out the way that I want after and I think I will put some strips of foam tape across this as well. Too big. Okay. In the middle, I'll put that across like that. And then another bit down here. And just because it's there, I'll stick that there. Okay, so I'm kind of pretty finished with this. I'm still in two minds as to the sentiment, what to put on here. That's why I'm putting it onto the side here, because I'm thinking I'll get some words or something. I'm not real sure about that yet. I'll have a look at that. So I'm just going to put that there. I haven't got much poking off there. That's okay. So I'll put that there. Okay, so I've got all these bits hanging off everywhere. Just great. Love it, love it, love it. Bit of haircut. Okay. God, now I've got fibres everywhere. Oh dear. Alright, so at the moment, what I'm going to do, I've got this beautiful, this Posca pen, which is very close to the burgundy that's on here. So I'm going to do my outline, my border. I don't know if you can see that. So I'll do my border. You could do it in black if you don't have fancy colours. Sometimes, see, I'm always using my fingers as paintbrushes. I usually do that, draw a line and then just rub over. In fact, I might even do that and then go over it with black. I think that's what it needs. I'm just going to chop this part off too. And stamp pad, just to rough that up a bit. Use my pen. Can you see what? Yeah, you can see me on camera there. Whoops. So I'm just drawing this on, and then I'm smudging it, and I'm going to go over it with a black pen just to give it a bit of depth. Okay. Alright, so that's good there. Black Posca, just doing some really... Oh, Posca's died, has it? Posca has died. Alright. Use this one. That's still going. Alright. Sorry, I'm concentrating here when I'm doing my line. I'm shocking at drawing these lines, but I like that organic look about it just as well, hey? Last one. With this wool stuff, because it's a sort of off-white colour, it'd be interesting to see if you can spray it a colour to see what that looks like. So I'll try that one day. So I'm kind of happy with that. I was going to go around it with this, but I'm wondering now whether it's too thick. So I may, because I've used the black on there, I may go around all of this with black. I'll just show you a little bit and I'll do the rest of it off screen. Just so you can see, because I just wanted that to stand out a little bit. So you can sort of see there how that's going to stand out. And so I won't do all the writing, but all these main letters there, I'll do those. And I'll go around the girls. And so what I will do, and I will find some words or something to stick on because it just needs something else, but I'm not quite sure what yet. Maybe a bit of Semitic writing or something like that. Not sure, but anyway, I'll have a think about that. And I'll go around this. I will take some photos and put them up. And thank you, everyone, for sticking around. I'm sorry it got broken up in the middle there somewhere, and also I thank you for understanding that I could not do it tonight and that I'll do it in this afternoon, and I appreciate you coming on board, those people that joined in. I really, really do appreciate it. So have a good night, everyone, and as soon as I've finished this, I'll put some pictures up on the screen for you. Okay, thanks, everyone. Have a good night. Thank you. Bye-bye. Thanks, Shell.